Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Sometimes the best stories aren't actually in the book itself. They're hidden in the fine print. Today, we're going to take just one source, this textbook for runners, and peel back the layers to see the incredible journey an idea takes to get to us. All right, let's get into it.
So you see this on the shelf, right? The best running course for beginners to easily run long distances. I mean, that's a huge promise. It grabs you. You're thinking, okay, this is it. This is the one book I need. But is that the whole story?
Exactly. And that's what we're here to figure out. We're not just going to look at the running advice. Nope. We're going to play detective and dig into the boring stuff, the copyrights, the publishing details, because that's where the real story is. So let's start digging.
All right, first up, the author's blueprint. To really get this, we've got to start with the person who wrote it all down. Who's the brain behind the operation?
So, who is the expert behind this textbook? Every good investigation starts with a name. And boom, there it is, our first real clue, buried right in the credits. The author is Nakano James Shuichi. Now that name probably doesn't ring a bell for most of us, right? But that's okay. It's our starting point. It's the first thread we're going to pull to unravel this thing.
Okay, so the book doesn't give us his life story or anything, but what it does give us is a list of his other books, and this is gold. By looking at these titles, we can kind of build a profile of the guy. You see stuff about cord training and peaking, and then Ayoma Gakuen Ekiden Team. Whoa! That's a super elite Japanese running team, so he works with top-tier athletes. But then you also see books for beginners, even manga guides about creating a body that lasts. So what does that tell us? This isn't just some guy who likes to run. He's a legit expert who knows how to train pro athletes and how to make running work for everyday people. That's a pretty powerful combo.
So, we've got our expert, check. But that name, Nakano James Shuichi, it's a huge hint. It tells us this story probably didn't begin where we're reading it now. And that clue leads us to our next section, a book's journey.
And bingo! We were right. Deep in the copyright info, you find the key that unlocks this whole mystery. This textbook is a translation. It started its life in Japan. Think about that. This isn't just a book sitting on a shelf, it's a seasoned traveler with a passport.
So let's trace its steps. The timeline tells the whole tale. It all starts in 2022. The book is first published in Japan, and our author, Nakano, gets the copyright. Then, just a year later in 2023, the gears start turning to get it translated. And by October of that same year, boom, it's on sale in Taiwan, ready for a completely new group of readers. That's amazing, right? Expert running knowledge, born and refined in Japan, has officially crossed the sea. Now, something like this doesn't just happen on its own, you know? It's not magic. For an idea to travel the globe, it needs like a highway system. And the source actually tells us who built it. We've got Nihon Bungeisha in Tokyo, GEIX Books in New Taipei City, these different companies working together. It's basically a global supply chain, but instead of shipping products, they're shipping knowledge. Okay, so we've got the author, we've got the journey. But wait a minute. There's a really important piece of the puzzle we're missing. How did the actual words, the advice, the feeling of the book jump from Japanese to traditional Chinese? Well, for that, you need a special kind of team, the translation team.
Think about it. The author has this brilliant idea, right? But to get that idea into the hands of people who speak a different language, he can't do it alone. He needs help. He needs a team of people who can act like cultural bridges, carefully carrying every single idea from one side to the other without dropping anything.
And here they are. The source actually gives us their names, which is awesome. These are the unsung heroes. We have the translator, Gao Huifang, the editor, Wu Yushu, even the cover designer credited as Ivy_design. Every single one of them had a crucial part to play. They didn't just translate words, they had to reshape the entire book so it would make sense for its new home. So yeah, at this point, it's not just Nakano James Shuichi's book anymore. It belongs to them too.
So, we followed this trail of breadcrumbs, from the author to the publishers to the translation team. What's the big takeaway from all this? We thought we were just looking at a running book, but the story we uncovered is, well, it's so much bigger. Which brings us to our final section, your starting line.
This is really the heart of it all. It's so easy to look at a book and just see words on a page, the work of one person. But what we've seen today is that's just the surface. A book is also a journey. It's the product of a whole global team. It's not just a source of information, it's a story about connection. It's basically a tale of human collaboration, all wrapped up in the disguise of a simple running guide.
And that's what I want to leave you with. This whole thing, it's not really about this one running book. It's about how we see knowledge itself. So the next time you learn something new, I don't care if it's from a book, this explainer, anything, I want you to pause for a second. Ask yourself, where did this journey start? Who's the original expert? And who are all the invisible people who helped bring this idea all the way to me? Because once you start looking, you realize the story behind the information is sometimes just as powerful as the information itself.